Hey guys, SteveJones313 here, thanks for tuning in, and you're listening to the DeviantArt 15th birthday video thing. Basically, DeviantArt were celebrating their 15th birthday, and they were doing a DeviantArtist questionnaire, and I thought rather than type out a full response, I might as well do a little video on it as well, if not instead of. Just because, shits and giggles, why not? So there are 15 questions this all in all, so let's get on with the questions, I think. Okay, so how long have you been on DeviantArt? Well, if you want to be exact, I've been on DeviantArt for 11 years, 8 months and 9 days. So that was back in December 10th, 2003 that I actually joined DeviantArt. That's quite a while ago, actually, when you think about it. I'll be frank, I wasn't really active for the first 2 years. I didn't really become active on DeviantArt until 2005. That's when I started posting stuff up. And to be honest with you, I only joined DeviantArt because it was actually a favour to my brother. My older brother, Uchihara Drew, who you can actually, he's got a new Let's Play channel. You should check it out. I'll just click right there to watch some Let's Plays. But yeah, it was a favour to him at the time, so I joined up, and then over time I started uploading my written works onto there and kind of got to know more people and just started becoming a bit of a presence there, as small as it was, and yeah, just went from there. Being completely honest as well, I'm not really happy with how far I kind of got with DeviantArt, and there's a lot of, not regret, but a lot of disappointment when it comes to DeviantArt. The thing is, being a writer on DeviantArt, you're already at a disadvantage because visual art is such a predominant thing on DeviantArt that literature tends to go to one side, and it's very, very hard to get noticed as a written artist on DeviantArt, and those that do, some are great, some aren't all that great, and I just found it hard. Like, even when I published a book, Permit Me to Dream, I still found it very hard to get any kind of notice. And my other kind of, again, I wouldn't necessarily call it regret, but one of the thorns on my side was running DA Corner and never getting it to the level I wanted it to get to. On the plus side, something that was great that came from that was On the Sofa, the interview show, which was originally just for members of On the Sofa, so of DA Corner, but now is evolved to something else, and something that I'll be looking to improve going forward. So that was a pretty much long-winded response. Let's move on to the second question. What does your username mean? Well, the thing about SteveJones313 comes from two kind of separate things. Steve Jones was one of my big OC names. There were two versions of Steve Jones. One was from wrestling games that I would play, and the other was the main character of a novel I was writing. Both pretty much representatives of me put into a fictional form, whereas a lot of people's OCs are. So Steve Jones was a very important character to me. It was like expressing my emotions and feelings and philosophies vicariously through the character of Steve Jones. Then you have 313. Basically, when I joined DeviantArt, I needed a username, and the social group I was in at the time were big fans of 8 Mile, and apparently 313 is a big thing in 8 Mile. Not that the only thing I know about 313 is, everybody through 313, put your motherfucking hands up and follow me. So they were all putting 313 at the end of their name, so you had like Tabs of 313 and Wolfie 313, Steven, you've got to have 313 at the end of your name, and I just went, alright, fine. I mean, I don't even like 8 Mile, but fucking sure. So I put Steve Jones 313. And now, over 11 years later, online, I'm known as SteveJones313. I have t-shirts that say SteveJones313. And it's my identity now. And I wouldn't change that because, you know, it is who I am. Even though I don't like it, as you can tell, I'm not a rapper. And, you know, so, yeah, that's what SteveJones313 is. Describe yourself in 3 words. Empathetic, hurting, hopeful. Are you left or right-handed? Hello! What was your first deviation? So, to be honest with you, it's hard to really call because some poetry got removed, albeit not many, and then so it was rearranged. As far as I'm aware, the earliest poem that is there, that is still there, is a poem called All Is Clear, which was written back on it was written back in August of 2005, but it wasn't posted as a deviation until December 9th, 2005. I had this annoying habit of posting things as journals and not as actual deviations. I'll be honest with you, the poem All Is Clear was when I was quite religious at the time. I was actually on the path of becoming a born-again Christian. I was Roman Catholic-ish. And honest to God, it's definitely not one of the best things I've written. It was written at a point where I was very, very much religious and falling into the evangelical religion. But yeah, I'll give it a quick read. I'll try to be as pretentious as possible about the whole thing. The dawn's early light shines too brightly for your morning eyes. The song of the early bird is too loud for your unawoken ear. Not yet seeing, not yet hearing, how can you hope to realize the simple truth that lies before you? The answer is clear. The path looks so long, so tortuous, so tempting to turn away. Forget all the lies before you and surrender to human fear. The bird that sings, he sings a song of invitation. He begs you to stay on the road that shines the way for you. The answer is clear. Fear his wrath, trust his word, love him, believe. Hear his voice call to you, see what he's done for you. A sacrifice so great, no one could possibly conceive. In him, through him, nothing will you fear. The truth is so obvious, the answer is clear. Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. You know the pain you caused him. By the grace of God you were saved, but the price was dear. Still you swim in dishonesty, revel in evil, rejoice in sin. Can you hear the alarm buzzing? Time to wake up, the answer is clear. Your road will end, your time will come. Demanded you your life shall be. Is the dawn's early light still shining, too brightly for you to see? And does that bird now sing to an unawakened ear? The word is gospel, the truth is obvious, the answer is clear. Clearly that's all bullshit. The truth is, I had left my religious beliefs behind a very, very long time ago. It was probably in about 2007 that I kind of finally moved away from the evangelical side. It wasn't until 2008 where I met another friend of mine, when I pretty much just dropped religion altogether. Anyone wondering, I'm an apatheist now, so I definitely do not share the religious beliefs of my younger self. So yes. What is your favourite type of art to create? Literature. Oh, that's a pretty obvious point because I'm a writer. I'll be honest with you, whilst I mainly produce poetry, fiction is my favourite thing to write. But I love making up songs off the cuff. I love improv. It's my favorite form of humor. It's also my favorite kind of song style. Just making stuff up as you go along. When it comes to writing, I am a storyteller and I love telling stories and stuff like that. But I am a fan of editorials as well, writing non-fiction opinion pieces and stuff like that. There is something to be said about that. Like there is a kind of joy in that, being able to express something you're passionate about. Although these days, pretty much everything's a visual medium, and whilst technically reading is a visual medium because you use your eyes, it involves a level of concentration that a lot of people are not willing to put into art these days. So, you know, trying to create written artworks these days is even tougher because people aren't willing to put the time and effort into them, unless you're dealing with a huge kind of popular scope such as the world of Harry Potter, the Discworld series, 50 Shades, you know, the Bible, fucking Harry Potter. I think I may have said that first. You know, Twilight, Lord of the Rings. You know, these huge things are already well established, and then obviously things like 50 Shades just being a fucking money grab on repressed sexuality and shit like that. You have to write something pretty exceptional or pretty engaging in order to get anywhere, and I'm not at that level as far as I'm concerned. I am writing a few different novels, 2 of them for publishing, the other ones are more like background projects. But literature, fairly easy one to call. If you could instantly master a different art style, what would it be? Oof, now that is a tough one, mainly because there's a lot that I like, and I don't want to generalize an art style. I mean, anime would be like a big one, but of course there's so many different styles of anime, and that's where the problem comes in. I could say, oh, I'd love to do anime. Well, what style of anime? I mean, there's a big difference between something like Naruto and, you know, Martian successor to Desico, and you've got, you know, the animation styles, the drawing styles are different. You know, Dragon Ball Z is not drawn the same way as One Piece is, and etc, etc, etc. So I don't know the names of the various styles, but there are some anime styles that I do really like, and I would love to be able to do that. Not because, and I'm going to admit now, not because I'm a huge anime fan. I would love to learn more about anime. I would love to get into more anime. You know, I've seen Dragon Ball Z. I've seen True Blue. I think it's called, the anime movie about that lass. I've seen Sailor Moon. I've seen some of Full Metal Alchemist, Brotherhood, and some rather obscure ones. So I have seen a few different anime, but I'm not going to go over there and say I'm a huge anime fan, because I haven't really watched a lot for me personally to feel comfortable using that kind of a term. I appreciate anime, and I would love to see a lot more style. I can't stand things like One Piece, because that style of animation, I don't like that drawing style, like that whole, nah, it's just not for me. The ones that I really want to get into would be things like I really want to watch all of Full Metal Alchemist. I'd like to give things like Evangelion a try. I tried Gundam Wing, really wasn't a fan of it. But yeah, things like Full Metal Alchemist. Cowboy Bebop is another one. Bits and bobs, never watched the full thing. I'd really love to give that a try. What was your first favourite? So once again, this is a bit of a difficult one, because I have tried to organise my favourites since since this question's been asked, you know, so I have reorganised and removed some, so all I can really answer is what my earliest favourites still existing is, and it's actually something that was posted on June 30th 2008, and it's a Street Fighter tribute by Genzo Man. There'll be a link in the journal of where this video will be. I'll also stick a link in the description of the video. Again, I love that style of drawing. I love the way it's all drawn out. Since then, obviously, I have favoured a lot more similar stuff, but I know for a fact that wasn't my first. but it's the early Warsaw Onyxes. I cannot for the life of me remember what my first favourite is, but that's definitely the earliest on there. What type of art do you tend to favourite the most? That's a tough one. I think it's probably again, probably anime-esque drawings, character drawings, probably. I'm not really sure. It's not something that I've really given too much thought about. But yeah, I'd imagine it's mainly that kind of style. I'll be honest with you, I have got to really organise my favourites again, because there's a lot of stuff there that's in storage, stuff that I don't really find necessarily favour worthy at this point. But again, just with DeviantArt being such a collapsing community, I've never really had the time, inclination, or efforts, or energy to really dedicate several hours of my day to going through that kind of stuff, because DeviantArt is just, it's lost a lot of its spark and energy. So, you know, it really has become a dead zone in a way. God, this chair is squeaky. But yeah, yeah. Who is your all-time favourite DeviantArt artist? Lotus Wolf and LSW-Art. That would be because that she is absolutely fucking awesome, and 2, she's my fiance, who also has a YouTube channel. And guess what? Click on the clip. Go on, visit the channel. Go on, it's awesome. She's awesome. I'll wait. There's a pause button. Have you clicked it? Yep. Good. You sure? Okay. Next question. If you could meet anyone at DeviantArt in person, who would it be? There is a fuck ton of people I would love to meet from DeviantArt. Now, I won't say Lotus Wolf because I have met her, obviously, because I'm her fiance. So we've met. People I haven't met yet, in no particular order. People like Static Tab, people like Hopeless Heart 330, Resonance 21, Emily, Magic Tablet Skittles, Libra Hedgie is a big one I want to meet. There are so many that I would really love to meet. Obviously I'd love to meet anyone that I follow on DeviantArt, but like the ones that I've really actually had a chance to form a connection with are the big ones. So what I'll do is, in the journal version of this, I'll put their icons. I'll put their icons there so you guys can check it out. If you're watching, for those just watching the video and not on the DeviantArt channel, DeviantArt thing, then deal. How has a fellow Deviant impacted your life? I'm marrying one. Lotus Wolf. In many ways she kind of saved me, and she shaped my life. It's been a weird road, but I've learned a lot about my character through my relationship with her. I've learned that I'm a man of my word. I've learned that I am a man who doesn't give up, which is actually quite a profound thing for someone like me. I always consider myself weak and quite pathetic, but I have found that I don't give up. Anytime something's been put in front of me, I fucking overcome it. I overcome the odds. I beat the odds. I overcome the obstacles. I never ever give up. And that has a huge, profound effect on my life, and it's because of my relationship with Lotus Wolf that I've been able to realise that about myself. And she took this guy who hated himself and had no self-respect, had no determination or any hope in life, and turned them into, or rather revealed them to be, someone that you can respect. And I can't thank her enough for that. You know, she showed me the real me, and it's a me that I can get behind. Now, that doesn't mean that I always respect myself. I still have emotional issues and stuff, but she really, really helped me. You know, I can never ever find a way of fully repaying her for all that. What are your preferred tools to create art? I used to say like a notepad and pen, but part of the problem is that with the carpal tunnel, it's really hard to write. So it's actually Notepad, just Windows Notepad. Some people prefer Microsoft Word, some people prefer the WordPad. Notepad for me is just brilliant. I don't know what it is, but it's like when you open up Microsoft Word, in a wee bit it's like something official. It's like I'm working on an official document. With Notepad, it's just ideas down. Best thing for me to use, honest to God, and I've written a lot of my stuff on this, is simply the Notes app on my Galaxy phone. I've written huge, you know, works on my Note app, because it's just with you all the time. It doesn't require internet, it doesn't require anything. It's just a case of, you know, I just open it up and just start writing. So yeah, but between Notepad on the PC and Notepad on my phone, absolutely, yeah, the best tools, because they're just accessible at any time, and there's no kind of pressure. You know what I mean? It's just brilliant. What is the most inspirational place for you to create your art? Okay, a couple of things. First of all, it should be where, not what, because you're asking for a location. So it should be where is the most inspirational place for you to create art, not what is the most. Secondly, there are two places. There's one here, and admittedly, this is where my most depressing works come from, because it's when I'm sitting here alone, reflecting, that all the kind of sadder thoughts come to mind, and that's where all the sad stuff comes. My happiest stuff, or my more epic, i.e. grander terms, ones where I'm writing stories and poetry about grand adventures and stuff, on the Notepad app, out and about, especially on the bus. If I'm on the bus and I'm on a longer journey, bring it up, just start typing away. That longer thing I was showing you before, I wrote that whilst on a bus, heading home, the entirety of it. Because you're just out and about and free from everything. When you're on this is something a lot of people don't quite realise. When you're on a long bus journey, it doesn't matter if you're late or early or whatever. Because see, for me, I was heading home. I was on a bus. The only thing I could possibly do at that time was be on a bus. I can't worry about what time I'm going to arrive in Stanley, because I have no control over how fast or slow that bus goes. I have no control over that. So there's no point in me worrying. So my mindset when I'm on a bus is just, I'm on a bus, I'm going to where I need to go. And because I'm free of any kind of real stress, my mind clears enough for me to get ideas where I can just jot down thoughts. And it's brilliant. And by the way, if I'm not doing that when I'm on a bus, I'm asleep. Because, life's good. I'll just kick back, relax, and enjoy a long ride. Hey, you know what? Might as well catch some Z's, you know, because what else to do? Essentially, I'm just waiting. I just haven't been moving whilst I'm waiting. So yeah. Last question. What is your favourite DeviantArt memory? Now, the very easy answers would be to say things like meeting my fiance and stuff like that, but the truth is, I really got to know my fiance outside of DeviantArt more than in. I met her on DeviantArt. That's where the initial meeting happened, but it was outside of DeviantArt that really transpired. So believe it or not, my happiest DeviantArt memory was the reactions to the first interviews I did. I did this thing called On the Sofa, which was a journal interview. I would interview somebody via MSN at the time, or Yahoo Instant Messenger. We would type a conversation and I'd post as an interview. And over time, it was originally called DA Corner. And then DA Corner became a group, which you can check out by clicking the link that'll be in the description, or clicking the little corner tab there. So on the sofa, which you can find out more by clicking there, on the sofa was an interview show where I was trying to get people more attention, but it was also giving me a chance to learn more about them. And it was all about connecting with people, and I loved doing those interviews things. And I just loved meeting people and getting to know the voices and the people behind the screen names and the art. And seeing people's reaction to it was fantastic. I still do on the sofa to this day. It's been a while since the last episode, because it's not a regular weekly show or anything like that. There's no schedule to it, it's as and when. But I would strongly urge you guys to check out the episodes done. I mean, the ones that are, because it moved from a journal to a video format, there's not a lot of video ones. There are some from the past, which is with Lornet's Wolf and Silverwings, who is my ex. Which is interesting. They're fairly old, so their quality's not good. They're there for archive purposes, but the ones with the likes of Magic Tablet Skittles, Libra Hedgie, they are pretty good, and there will be new ones coming soon. I'm just trying to get everything sorted out, and it's going to be branching outside of DeviantArt as well. It's going to be like, I'm looking to get, I would be so happy if I could get Halloween 4545 on the show and people like that. But yeah, so the happiest memory is the interview shows. So that's it for this particular video. I hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Before I go, I might as well take a quick chance to basically ask a favour of you guys and girls watching on DeviantArt. If you're not accustomed to my video works, I would strongly ask you, please check out my channel up there, which is SteveJones313. That's my personal stuff, my singing videos and my blogs. And also check out this one here. That's the Wandering Angel Productions channel. That's where you can find my podcasts that I host with Little Walker One, Hedgie Brick, and Geek King. I would really urge you to check them out. It would be a huge help to me. Give me feedback. If you prefer things in just a pure audio form, or so you can download as an MP3 to listen to later, then let me just get rid of these. Get away. Alright, and check out SoundCloud up there. SoundCloud, you can find all my MP3s, which include me singing and the podcasts. It would be fantastic. I'm not asking you to immediately subscribe or anything like that. I'm just asking you to check them out. If you like the stuff, then I hope I'm worthy enough of your subscriptions and your likes and stuff like that. If you don't like it, that's absolutely fair play. I don't expect to be everyone's cup of tea, but it'd be great if you could check it out, just just in case it's something that you like. And also at the same time, please do feel free to send me links to your YouTube channels and your SoundClouds and stuff like that, because I always love finding new content. I'm someone that, things that I love let's plays, I love ASMR, I love singing, I love stuff like that. So if you guys would like me to check out your content, please do let me know. I'd be more than happy to check it out. And I'll let you know if I like it. You know what I mean? So let's, help each other out. At another point as well, if you are a content creator and you would like to get a bit more attention, maybe you'd like to be on the interview show on the sofa. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, let me know again. With that one, either email me at dstjones313@hotmail.co.uk, or if you prefer, send me a private note on DeviantArt, which is stevejones313.deviantart.com. Send me a private note there and we could discuss it. In order to do that though, I will state that you will need to have Skype, a working microphone and headset. Basically the reason for that being that is if I'm going to interview you and we need to be able to have a good audio quality, I would also ask that you be able to do it when you're in a quiet spot so we're not getting interrupted, but it's not a huge necessity. Sorry about the phone call. So anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I sincerely hope you guys have enjoyed watching it. Now, for my more regular viewers, I will let you know, I do remember that I owe you guys a 30 facts about me video. I'll be honest with you, I haven't worked on it, I haven't even thought about it. I've been busy with my new job, so I will get on that. As for the weight loss vlog, it's a-coming. Very, very soon. I'm going to be explaining everything in a journal, so that's going to be fun. But yes, thank you very much for watching the video. Hope everyone's having a good time. And again, share your stuff with me. If you're a content creator, show me what you got. And if I like it, I'll subscribe. But I really, really hope that you guys will check out my works as well. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you all very, very much for watching this video. I'm SteveJones313. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.